Is it an emotion? Is it an emotion or a feeling or both? You can answer by unmuting or you can put it in chat. Your wish. In the meantime, before you start doing it, let me tell you the word gratitude has come both. Both. Yeah. All of us, most of you are saying it's both. And that is the reason why, in fact, if you see on social media or on WhatsApp, we don't have an emoji for gratitude. Can you express your gratitude with an emoji? There is no appropriate emoji, especially on the social media, right? To express our gratitude because it's just not a feeling; it's both emotion and feeling. The word gratitude has come down from Montessori, I mean Latin, uh, which from the word gratus, which means pleasing or being thankful. And we all know what the Oxford Dictionary says: the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to repay the kindness. In fact, this emotion gratitude or this feeling gratitude has been observed by psychologists right from the early stages of the human evolution. If you see the initial chimpanzees, monkeys, from where the human being has evolved till date, they were all practicing gratitude. If you remember it, you can see mostly in monkeys doing this, right? You scratch my back, I scratch your back. That is nothing but pure gratitude, because the moment one monkey is scratching the other monkey's back, he is feeling happy, he's feeling relaxed, so he wants to pass on the same feeling to the other monkey who has done the service for them, which is commendable, isn't it? That is how the word gratitude as well as the emotion gratitude started coming down throughout the evolution of human life. So now I'm going to tell you a little small story about gratitude before I really get into the thing. There is one professor, a mathematics professor, who is always busy in the class, giving all difficult sums, giving difficult equations. One fine day, he wanted to teach the students of his class a real life lesson. Can you all imagine what that life lesson is? He said he had he had come to the class and told them that there is a surprise test. All the students got little jittery, thinking what the surprise test will be, what syllabus will it cover. He gave the white paper, turning backwards with the questions underneath, to all the students. Every student has taken the paper and started turning it. The moment they turned the paper to expecting a lot of questions, at least 3, 4 questions or 5 questions, they were in for a surprise. You know what the surprise is? They saw just a black dot somewhere down the paper. They didn't understand anything, or most of them were surprised to see this question. Is it a question really, or is it a dot, or is it a mistake? Nobody knew what is it. So then they all looked up at their professor. The professor said, "Write what you think about this." He didn't say anything. What this? He didn't clarify. So if you have been in that situation, what will you write? Anybody wants to share what they will be writing in that examination?
Can I?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, okay. This key, big white paper and one small dot,
Right.
black dot.
Right.
Means lot of white area and black, very small, tiny black dot.
Yeah. So you're talking only about the tiny dot, black dot in the paper, right?
No,
You're
I am
not.
talking about white paper also.
Yes, Geetika, that is the beauty of it. So your heart is already flowing with gratitude. That is why you're able to identify the white paper. But in that process classroom, most of the people wrote about that black dot, the size of the black dot, the diameter of it, the circumference of it, and what now the position of it. So much information about the black dot. You think what does that show? Because we are all emotionally trained, most of us. You can very well answer this, right? So that is how our life is also about. We only think about the negatives in the life. We don't think about the positives. we really don't know how many positives are there in us, in our family, in our in our surroundings. We always worry about that one particular thing which is not there right now. It might be going out for a vacation with the loved ones. It might be watching a movie, or it might be a pizza that you have been missing because of the lockdown. It might be something else, but your mind always thinks about the negativity. That's because our human brain is kind of got used to thinking too many negative things. We are not looking at positive things amidst the chaos, isn't it? So that is the reason why we need to actually start looking at the white paper or the positives of the life. And by practicing gratitude regularly, it's like we'll be having tremendous benefits. Like there is the saying, right? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Let me tell you, practicing gratitude daily keeps the doctor away. Eh, So, when if you are really practicing gratitude and if you are being thankful to the Almighty, to your friends, to your family, to yourself also, then there will be tremendous change in you, right? From your physical, emotional, social circles, everywhere. From the physical perspective, you will be able to sleep at peace. You will have longer sleep hours. You will have better heart health. You'll have better gut health. You'll have basically overall physical health. Your physical health will start improving. You'll not have any headaches. You'll not have any joint pains or the knee pains or whatever it is. Right? You tend to fall sick less. And emotionally, you're happier. Since you're happy, you are a lot more happier when compared to the other people. You start spreading this happiness all around. So people would like to spend time with you, and you feel more optimistic. If you're more optimistic, you would find more solutions to the problems. So that way, you'll be able to solve all your problems as well. You feel more positive, and your stress levels will go down. Obviously, when you're spreading happiness around you, when you're spreading positivity around you, people would like love to come and collaborate with you, right? They love to come and spend time with you. So that is how your social cycle also will improve. So just by practicing this gratitude, if we are able to really improve in so many areas, what is it that really stopping us to practice gratitude? Yes, my dear friends, there are certain people who had realized this long back, even before the positive psychology has really started as a integrated discipline in the psychology itself. Uh, Sri Chinmay, the world famous spiritual leader and meditation teacher, had suggested that the entire world should assemble and start practicing a gratitude day. And that is why every year, September 21st, people will practice World Gratitude Day. And this is a day all people will come around and express gratitude for various things, people in their life, experiences, things around to themselves. So that is how it started in 1965, which is still going on today. I hope you all know about it, isn't it? But even though there is this practice of practicing Old Gratitude Day, you might ask me why we should do it now, very very much, because especially after the post pandemic, gratitude is has become a really essential item in our day to day activities list. You might ask me why. You just have a look at this video, then you will be able to understand what it is. And there is no audio for this, so you can just listen, see the video. In any given family, or if you're going for a family outing or meeting common friends, this is the situation everywhere, right? Most of you would have observed that all the family members are sitting with their own mobiles. Right from the kids to elders, adults, everybody in the family are watching their own mobiles. So what using gadgets is not a crime. Using technology is not a crime. Technology is giving us so many facilities at our fingertips. We are becoming more knowledgeable. We are able to find solutions for our problems easily and everything. But at the same time, the evil side of technology is also there. That is nothing but social media. So many times we keep comparing ourselves to the pictures that have been put on social media, right? A family would have gone for a nice vacation and they would have put one photo saying, had a nice time at this so and so location. Maybe after this photo or before the photo, they would have fought so like anything. We don't know. But what we all see is that happy smiling faces which are being posted in the social media. The same thing happens, right? I mean, a kid would have achieved something and mom would have posted very proudly on the social media. But you don't know how much the mom had tortured the kid to achieve that accomplishment. So, but all you see is that kid has achieved this accomplishment. So you immediately go back to your child and say, "See, look at that boy. He's doing beautiful drawings and posting in the social media. He's doing beautiful dance videos. He's singing so nicely." But they're not doing 24/7, my dear friends. They're only doing for that particular video or for that particular big part. But because of that, the stress levels in you are increasing, which you are trying to pass it on to your other family members. And imagine if all the family members on the social media and taking stress on their own, and then they start stressing other family members all a lot, isn't it? That is the reason why we should practice gratitude all the more diligently in the current modern world. But I know there are certain people, they'll start talking why I should practice gratitude. But some people will say, I don't know how to practice gratitude. So the first step for practicing gratitude are the building, or I would say the building blocks for practicing gratitude are like this. First is the magic words. We need to use more often, please, thank you, sorry, or even as simple as good morning and good night. When you're taking your car out to go to the office, your watchman will open the gate and stand to the side. But will you recognize your watchman at that point of time? You just zip in the car, right? The same way. When you return back from the office and you ring the bell, your house wife or your mother will come and open the door. She would have been there in the house, working so hard to prepare you a hot meal, give you a hot cup of tea. But what will you do? You'll just throw your bag to one side, remove the shoes, slouch on a sofa, and then say, "Kya kiya pura din?" Is in a very condensing tone. Then the entire hard work which the other person in the house had done has just vanished into thin air, right? You're not even showing the gratitude that she has come and opened the door. Imagine yourself coming in a very tired way, trying to open the door on your own, balancing your laptop bag or your work bag, and then your mobile, then car keys, everything, and trying to open it. Imagine the feeling that you get, the tired feeling that you will get when you're entering an empty home. But the other person, your mother or your wife, is staying in the house, trying to welcome you with a warm smile. So you need to say hi, how are you, or just say hello if you're tired. That gives so much satisfaction to the other person, isn't it? So these are the magic words which we need to start practicing if we have to really start expressing gratitude to others. The second is making gratitude as your attitude level. Once when you start using all the pleasantry words, it becomes an habit for you. Once when gratitude becomes a habit for you, it will start seeping into your attitude. So wherever you go with a pleasing smile. If somebody else is trying to kind of boss over you or tell you this is wrong, that is wrong, you know you're right, but that person is taking it out on you because of something. You kind of give it to a certain extent and then leave it. You don't stretch it to the maximum extent, isn't it? So something like that, gratitude as an attitude level. The third one is a deep gratitude as making gratitude as the way of your life. Once you have gratitude as your attitude, then every moment, every second you breathe, live on this planet Earth will be you'll be filled with gratitude. That is how the gratitude as a way of your life level. So most of us would be stuck at the how to make gratitude as an attitude level. For the people who have already made it, they'll not be reaching the complete 100% gratitude as your way of your life. They, they will be working through that because that's a continuous ongoing practice. It's like this yoga, right? Nobody can become guru on one single day. You need to do continuous sadhana, continuous practice. You need to be at it. Then only you will reach that higher state of this thing, right? So in the same way, to make gratitude as a way of your life, you need to keep practicing it regularly and continuously. But for some people, practicing gratitude is really hard. You know who they are. There are people who say, I feel very awkward to express or difficult to express gratitude. Some people, like my child, he says, I feel very awkward to say hi or good morning to my teacher. His teacher will be welcoming him with a very warm smile as soon as he enters the school premises. But he'll just look at her and wave his hand and walk off. So for me, I have to keep telling him, say good morning to auntie, say good morning to your akka, say good morning to your friends. So the more we kind of keep reminding them, the easier it will become for them. Because these people, they don't know how to express basically. Or I'm talking about this incident when he was just 5, 6 years old, not now. Okay, now he tells on his own. That is another matter altogether. So why should I express gratitude to others? Some people have this super ego, right? I'm the best. I can do everything. So why should I express gratitude to others? Will be the question. So these are the people who are truly, truly narcissistic in nature. So, but there are other set of people who say, I don't see any good anywhere. I'm going through so many problems and can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I like being happy or resentful. Who are they? Most cynic people in the world. Spending time with cynics will bring down all your positive energy, isn't it? And the third set of people, I don't like to smile. I like to sulk, whine rather than smile by looking at others. The people who are overpowered by jealousy. So the world also has this kind of set of people who really don't want to practice gratitude because they think that practicing gratitude is a joke or it's like some silly thing which doesn't really give them good deals. So not only for those kind of people, for you also, I just want to give you an exercise. Are you guys ready for it? Yes, no? Okay. So we are going to do gratitude subtraction. I think you are saying what is gratitude subtraction, right? Imagine, I'll tell you one example and then I'll give you 2 minutes of time or 4 minutes of time. So to do this exercise and then tell me back what is your feelings. In this gratitude subtraction, I'm not asking you to take a deep breath or feel the air that is going into your lungs. Here I'm doing the reverse way. Wherever you're sitting on the, you can be sitting on the couch, you can be sitting on the, in a chair or a bed or whatever it is. Just close your eyes for a minute. Imagine that the chair beneath you, the plate, whatever in which you are sitting, that beneath you has gone. It's vanished. What will happen? That you will fall down onto the floor, right? That floor is your house, the tile floor. Imagine next moment, the tile floor has vanished into thin air. What will happen? You will fall down to the building basement, right? Imagine the next step, that the floor, the building basement floor has vanished. Imagine the city being vanished. You are though it's hot in the evenings now, right? Because summer is still not at over. On a hot, sweaty evening, you're sitting on a hot floor. The stones underneath you are pricking your butts. You are able to sweat. The AC comfort has gone. It's very humid. You started sweating. Your body is feeling very uncomfortable. Your shirts or your dress is feeling very itchy. It's wet with sweat. Break your chain of thoughts. Come back to the place where you are. You are sitting in an AC room on a comfortable chair in a comfortable dress. Then see from where you have come to where. What is your feeling now? Isn't your heart overflowing with gratitude for being here today, listening into this session? So this is what I kind of tell my son to do it regularly because most of us take our whatever that is there in our life for granted, right? The different material comforts which we have, and different facilities which we have, TV, fridge, AC, everything, isn't it? So I'm just going to give you 2 more minutes to practice this and let me know your thoughts. It need not be the same way what I'm practicing. I told you as example, you can do it in a different way what you want to do. Yeah, Chetna. That's so true that you were comfortably sitting, right? So our heart is kind of flowing with gratitude, isn't it? Anybody wants to share your experiences?
Okay, so Suhasini, I was just imagining whatever you said. That I was, really. I could imagine that I am sitting, as soon as you said that everything has vanished and I'm out somewhere out in the hot, temperature in this humidity. So it was really very tough and it was really very, you can say, terrible and scary situation. But as soon as you said that, come back to the moment where you are now, so I really thank God that yes, I'm in a comfortable situation. So I'm very happy and grateful also that, in this tough situation and, in this hot summer weather, we have all these kind of facilities and we are sitting at our home and doing everything from our home. So it is also a blessing, right?
Yes,
This is a blessing.
precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely. How many people have this blessing with us, with them, Chetna? That is why I wanted to do this subtraction activity rather than the positive activity, because wherever you go, especially post-pandemic, you see most of the positive things that are getting spreaded virally on the social media, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then we kind of, our brain is now getting attuned to hearing positivity, and we are not able to actually appreciate it. We just hear it and ignore it. That is where it is coming. So Vijay is saying like it's so scary to be in that imagined state. Yes. So it's really tough, isn't it? That is the reason why I say this gratitude subtraction is a more powerful tool when compared to the other tools. All the tools in gratitude which people are advising are really powerful. But I felt personally this subtraction tool is the most powerful, which has actually opened my eyes, like just like Chetna and Vijay have mentioned. So we shall move to the other next slide. So now that we are into gratitude, we know what the true blessings are, how we should be, why we should be grateful, what are the benefits of it. Do you know that there are three types of gratitudes? One is about the past happenings. It can be about a last half an hour back, or it can be 1 hour back, or it can be 5 years back. Whatever things that happened that time has actually changed you and made you what you are today, right? So those are the things that we need to be mindful of. Typically, what happens is, as a human being, we tend to forget all the good things. We'll dwell in the good things only for a couple of minutes, couple of days, couple of weeks. Post that, we'll tend to forget. And then what will happen is we'll start dwelling more on the negative things. That lady has done said to me like this so and so thing, or that my boss in the company, ex-boss in the company, didn't send me on site because he wanted to give a favor, do a favor to his another colleague. So we all remember all those past grudges, but we don't remember the past favors. Isn't it? That is the reason why we need to also make a list of things that actually help us to go to next level. Every time we get some moment, free time. So once when we have this kind of list, put it in a gratitude jar, put it in a gratitude journal or some other place. Once whenever we get some time, and if you're really down and we're leafing through them, then we'll understand how blessed we are as a person. And next is present happenings, whatever the facilities, materialistic comforts that we have around us. That's always there, right? Expressing gratitude for the present things. The deep gratitude is for the more deeper feelings, like more towards our parents, more towards our spiritual guides, more towards your mentors, both professional and personal, everybody. So that is the reason why we can divide this gratitude into three different things, and for each and everything lot of people suggest different tools, different activities, different methods to express gratitude. But what I feel is like a person who is able to express gratitude for all these three together is the only person who can really become grateful and feel truly happy. So whenever whatever practice that you are going to start, you need to basically express gratitude for all the three: past happenings, present happenings, and deep gratitudes. So now you might ask me how to start your gratitude ritual. See, gratitude ritual is nothing but expressing your thankfulness to the God Almighty, your friends, yourself, your family, everybody, right? So whatever may be the ritual which you want to follow, it have some steps, right? Any ritual will not be complete. If it's a religious ritual, you put a idol of the god in front of you, you put flowers, you light diya, you light camphor, you light agarbatti, and then offer prasadam. Similar way, in yeah, for if it's Christians, they light the candles, they offer the prayers, they read the Bible. Same way for Muslims, all religions, right? So, the main steps to practice a gratitude ritual for any person are four. One is savoring your moments, enjoying, recognizing the present moments where you are. Second is acknowledging them. Third is acting on them. Fourth is appreciating others. So, for savoring your moments, what are the moments that you want to savor? You can have a nice cup of hot coffee in your hand. Whenever, most of the times, what happens? You're drinking the coffee without even understand. Relishing its taste. You're eating your lunch, watching TV or mobile on the in hand. You're eating your breakfast in a rush to go to the office. Instead of that, just take a pause. Be mindful of whatever the activity you're doing. Enjoy the cup of coffee. Enjoy the food. Observe the texture, the softness, the colors. When you're walking, observe the clouds. Be mindful about your walking. Don't count the steps. Don't be after completing 10K steps. Don't be after completing 5 miles on your daily walk. Enjoy your time. Be with yourself. The thoughts will come and go. Don't stop the thoughts. Don't force. You shouldn't be trying too hard to stop the thoughts. The thoughts will come, but the moment you start looking at this thing, your mindfulness will start coming back to you. But whereas, something like that, walking, meditation, gratitude rocks, and you can even have the gratitude garden or tree in front of you. So, like gratitude rocks, Chetna has given a beautiful example in our club Smilee as well, right? And the second one is acknowledging your feelings, acknowledging how it is. Daily spending time with yourself, with your thoughts, being mindful about them, and also acknowledging the people who make your life beautiful, isn't it? Excuse me. The third one is acting on them. How to act? Using the beautiful gratitude journals which are there all over the place. Even Chetna has given it to us in the club Smilee. Writing a thank you note to your teacher, to your friends, even to your own partner in life, to your son. Writing lunchbox notes for your kids when the school starts reopening. Working on different craft items or the art items to express gratitude to various people in your house. Using different gratitude affirmations on a daily basis, which you have so many on different podcasts, meditations. Last but not the least, appreciating others in your life. You need to always appreciate others in your life. You don't meet people just by chance. Whomever you're meeting, whatever it is, there is some reason or the other, right? So appreciate that connection with others. Only when you have the true connection with others, then only you can achieve what you want to achieve as your life's goal, isn't it? Amongst all, one suggestion what I give you is you need to be true and authentic towards yourself. Just because somebody else is doing gratitude rituals and started looking more happier or more healthier, if you practice it with half heart, it will not lead you to anywhere. Whenever you are doing it, you need to be authentic to yourself, and you should have that feeling that you need to start this gratitude ritual process. Agree, sometimes you might not be in that mindset or in the mood to do that. You can start small, enjoy your cup of coffee, enjoy the taste. That itself will give you will get a lot of positivity in your life. You don't have to really sit down, take time out from your busy life, sit down and write the gratitude journal, sit down and paint the gratitude rock, sit down and write a letter, whatever it is. Just be with yourself, enjoy being with yourself as the first step. Once when you are able to master it, then progress slowly to other gratitude exercises and rituals. And while doing it, there are certain negative connotations as well for practicing gratitude ritual, which we need to discuss at this point of time. Just because somebody else is doing it, if you do it, it adds stress on you. First point. Second point, what happens is in these gratitude rituals or in the while journaling your gratitude, people tend to do only positive instances. They don't talk about negative things that are happening in their life. Like for example, my son got a fever. So I say, thank God my son is working hard, all blah 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 blah. Okay, but I will not say thank God he got fever today, and because of which he is able to sit at home and take rest. I will never do that, isn't it? I will do, or if I'm doing it, I'll say like, my son will get well. I thank Almighty for getting my son recover from the fever. So we accepting and acknowledging the negative things that are happening in your life also will get positivity in you. You understand the point, right? So that is how you need to start the different gratitude rituals. Now you me being a parenting coach and kids life coach, I always talk about kids. If you have seen my most of my examples are also to do with kids and adults, right? So the next question is how to sow gratitude seeds in your child. Most of the people, especially the kids who are post lockdown, had started becoming so taken for granted. They take things for granted. They take people for granted. They take everything. That's mainly because of the digital addiction, I would say. So, how do we nurture our gratitude in our kids? It's nothing, complicated, my dear friends. Obviously, if you ask the kids to sit down and do the gratitude journaling or paint, do some craft work, some people kids might be interested. But doing this diligent ritual is boring for them. But kids are good observers. We all have to agree for that, right? So, we need to follow this example. Lead them in expressing gratitude as a daily practice. Once we do that, kids will start following us regularly. A child's mind can be obviously compared to the fertile soil, and whatever seeds we sow will actually give us fruits, isn't it? So that is the reason why I say only when you practice gratitude as a ritual or as an attitude in your house, both the parents rather, then the gratitude will seep into your kid and he'll also become more grateful and he'll start appreciating the blessings in their life. So the seeds, the first seeds, what we need to show it to them is to teach them the magical words. You all now know those magical words, right? Thank you, please, sorry, good morning, good evening, everything, all the simple words. Water, which is very much needed for the seeds to sprout and grow, are the gratitude rituals. Discussing on a dinner table or discussing during your weekends how grateful you are for that mentor that time in your school that who gave you the suggestion that you are in this position today, or how grateful for your maid to come and clean the vessels without any help, which made your life easier. In fact, you know what? I was thanking the COVID health worker who was coming during the pandemic every week after week to assess that we are fine and safe. One day what happened is it was just before Diwali. I was telling her, "Oh God, Diwali is also coming. You're not able to do any shopping or anything because you're so busy with this COVID voluntary work. How are you managing your kids and all that stuff?" I started asking them, of course, by maintaining the distance. My kids saw that and asked me, "Why are you asking them? Why are you talking to her? She came, you told no fever, she should go. No. Why are you asking her?" I told my child, "See, baby, that one single lady has to go and visit 1,000 houses in our locality. How tiring it should be for her. She needs to carry her own water bottle, she needs to carry gloves, mask, go on a solitary day and talk to everybody. And we're all safely sitting in our house without even stepping out, right? We're getting all our groceries delivered, we're getting our vegetables delivered, and we're not stepping out. We are safe and secure. But imagine this lady has to roam around all 1,000 houses and then go back to home, take care of her kids, ensure that they don't get COVID. Isn't it an amazing job that person is doing?" Explaining this logic to him has actually opened his eyes. Then he started looking at people who work for us, who, actually other people apart from our family in a totally different light. So these are things. So your normal chit chat with another vendor or a newspaper boy or the watchman can actually help your child feel the blessings in his life. So that is what I said. The most important is the gratitude rituals which you follow, how you follow in your family. So that's all, my dear friends. So the key takeaways about gratitude is that the gratitude is, I like to call it as a muscle. Like any other muscle, the more we flex it, the more we'll become more grateful as a human being. It's the ability to experience life as a gift. It liberates us from the prison of self-preoccupation. So now, I mean, being mostly the gadget-friendly world, so I thought, let me give you some key takeaways from this session. This quiz, I'll share the links in the WhatsApp group later. It has around 20 questions, and it will show you how grateful you are on a scale of 1 to 150. So, and they'll give you some sessions as well to improve your score. And some I mean, all these sessions are based on your how you answer the questions, which is different from each and every individual. It's done by the Berkeley University. And there are some free apps that are available on both Android as well as iTunes. Personally, I like the Gratitude Garden app, which is like your gratitude garden keeps growing every day with the activities which you keep doing. Of course, I'm not doing very diligently. Let me be honest with you. I just did it, downloaded it for fun one day and started using it, and I felt very immensely happy. And that gave me more motivation to include new ritual exercises into my gratitude ritual. And at any point of time, if you're really down and you don't feel like, doing this gratitude ritual, or you need some motivation, Breen Brown's podcast is the best source. You can always listen to her Good Life Project podcast is goodlifeproject.com, which is an excellent gives you excellent motivation to express gratitude in each and every different situation. It shows you the silver lining in the dark clouds. So, any questions you have or anything you want to share? Lata, I think you can stop the.
Thank you so much, Suhasini. It was a wonderful session. I think, we all know what gratitude is. We have been practicing it, but, this is a good reminder for all of us to, how we should be practicing it in our day-to-day life. And every day, it is in every minute, every second, we should be thankful and grateful to the things around us. And this is something, very personal to each one of us. We all need to practice it within ourselves, and not by saying others that when I say that you have to be thankful, but I think it is something to take on, that yes, I should be thankful of whatever I have. We mostly think of things that we do not have, and we think about, oh, I don't have this, I could have that, this or that, but what we have is something that many aspire to have. So yes, gratitude actually changes the life of people if we practice it. I have seen it in my personal life as well. So thank you so much, Suhasini. It was really wonderful. Very nice session. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Lata. Any questions or comments from other participants?